it with music, beautiful music. Hello, I'm Fred Miller, and Merry Christmas to you. Before we get into An American Christmas, first a little background on me. I was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I had a wonderful classical piano teacher who schooled me in Bach, Beethoven, and Brahms, Schubert, Grieg, and all the rest, and that includes the history and the biographies of the great composers. I was just enthralled with all that just as much as the music. And that went on until precisely on my 13th birthday, the Beatles arrived in America, and then my musical loyalties were somewhat split between classical music and the golden age of 60s rock. And that went on through my teen years until the summer after I graduated from high school, at which time I hitchhiked with a friend from New Mexico to the Woodstock Festival, and I even managed to show up in the poster, very precisely there, very close to the stage. But that was it for rock music. That fall, I went to college very briefly and then got a VW bug and just set off across America and visited various states, finally settled in Greenwich Village. And at some point, somebody gave me an album of Ella Fitzgerald singing Cole Porter, and here I am. American popular song, Gershwin, Porter, Kern, Rogers, Berlin, Fred Astaire, Judy Garland, Ethel Merman, Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby. Glorious. I knew that was going to be my musical life, and so it has been. And I came up with the idea of lectures in song, each one being a profile of a great personality or some aspect of American popular song. I started with 6 programs, and now to date I have 75 different lectures in song, each one profiled at fredmillermusic.com. The program at hand here, An American Christmas. It's an international observance, but I call this program An American Christmas, really as a way of evoking some of the magic that I think most Americans, I believe, really enjoy this time of year. There's something special about Christmas, particularly to Americans, part of our tradition. And much of that, of course, is thanks to the music and the poetry that originated from all over the world. Just as Americans come from all over the world, we all have our roots just spread out everywhere. So it doesn't matter whether the songs come from here or abroad, somehow they've become our own, all in service to celebrating an American Christmas specifically. Well, a good place to start is a genuinely American work, and it's a song that's was composed in the style of black gospel and the 19th century Negro spiritual. And actually the composition was by a white man from Louisiana named Robert McGimsey, written in 1934 during the height of the Depression. I recall very fondly hearing Mahalia Jackson sing it on television. Must have been in the 1950s. As a very young kid, it really made an impression on me. Television was new, and I guess the song was itself only maybe about 20 years old at that point. Sweet little Jesus boy, made you be born in a manger. Sweet little holy child, we didn't know who you was. Didn't know you come to save us, Lord, to take our sins away. Our eyes was blind, we couldn't see. We didn't know who you was. Here's one that originated in Britain, but it showed up in American hymnals starting in 1784, just as America was really getting started. And the musical setting here is by contemporary British composer John Rutter. The tree of life my soul hath seen, laden with fruit and always green. The tree of life